Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and we are in the thrift store. As always, I start in the toy room because I feel like that's where people overlook stuff. So we're going to check things out here in our new favorite little local shop and see what there is to see. The toy area has been reorganized, cleaned up. Looks fantastic in here. I haven't been in here for about a week, so let's see what we can find. Kevin keeps finding these blazing monster machines. I've never seen them. Don't really know. Oh, is that what that is? That's a Monster Jam. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Let's see what else we got. Let's see there. Giant poo. Here's an old symbol. What is that? Nala? Vintage Simba's a good pickup. What about Nala though? I don't know about this one. There we go. That though, these we've talked about here before. They're just beat up. That's our winner. Mia pointed this thing out when we came in here. Octonauts is a definite BOLO. Used, this is probably 30 bucks plus shipping. So we'll see what it goes for new. I mean, the packaging's beat up, but it's new. Check for my pickle keeper. It's not here. A giant Tupperware.
Do you want to schedule something right now? Can I bring them up? I mean,
That looks like it might be uranium glass, but I don't have my light. Pretty heavy. Let's see what we got here. What the hell is? So this, guys, keep an eye out. This is Ronco. And these rotisseries can be really good, but I don't know if it's all there. I don't know if it works. It's dirty, like it would take cleaning. In great shape. This is 50 plus bucks plus shipping, probably. But you know, I don't have the space, and I don't have the time right now for this guy. But watch for rotisseries. They're really, really good right now. So that's all we got out of there was the Octonauts. I looked at those shoes and I just don't know. Some of those are good money. Some of them, they're no money. And those, there are no sold comps on eBay. There are no comps. I looked on Terapeak for the last year. Nothing. So I don't know, you know, I left them. I've got enough inventory, you know. Let me know if you guys know. I mean, they're Nike Jordans. They're from 2013. It's phase 23 too. I'd have thought about it more if they were adult size, but they were kid size. So I just, you know, I decided to leave them. There's also you saw the rotisserie. That probably would have been money, but I decided to leave that just because of time and space. I don't have the time and space to dedicate to it. And as a part-time guy, I have that ability to say, you know what, that's money sitting there on the shelf, but I don't have the time or space for it. And I have that luxury of leaving it behind. So I did with that piece. There's also one of the vintage Barbie townhouses in there. I don't know if I got that on video or not. It has the original box. It's from the 80s. They could go more than $100 potentially. I don't actually even know how much they're asking for it. Mia said she just put that thing out today. They could probably ask a fair penny for it if it's all there, and that's the key. Are all the pieces there? Because it has the original box, that's a huge bonus, and the box was in decent shape. Those old townhouses, like I said, they can go for $100+ but they have to all be there. And the elevator, there's an elevator in it, and that's got to work. And I just didn't want to take a gamble on it. Again, something big and bulky. It could be really, really good. It's a gamble if it's all there after all these years and if it works and all that. So we played it safe. We picked up the one Octonauts thing. Like I said, $30 used. I bet we can get $40, $45 out of that, probably pretty easy, and it's small. It can fit in my space. So all in all, you know what, it was worth stopping in and worth saying hi. I wasn't there in the shop at all last week, so definitely worth stopping in, and made a little pickup. So short video here. We're gonna go back to the house. We're gonna look at what sold. Things slowed down. You know, we had the what sold video on Monday because it was just so busy. And the last few days, well, it was eBay. And eBay slowed down like eBay does. It's up and down. We still had some sales. We still had some very nice sales, and we'll talk about those. And we might have a little bit of time to show you a little bit more about those Illuminati cards that I picked up. I still don't really know much about them. Chris, the Cajun Reseller, he knows a lot more about them than I do because he has a whole pile of them. I just know how to look up comps. And I picked up that booster pack the other day. You might have seen in the what sold. I sold one of those cards already. I had a bit of an opening, I guess. It was just, hey, here's what I've got. Now let's look up the comps. And so you can see some of the cards. I'll show you some of those. Not the greatest video, but you can learn a little bit about those in case you come across some. So that's what we've got going on. Let's get back to the house. Okay, guys, so we are back. And before I go anywhere else, I should point out this mask. Noelle, the farm girl scavenger, she commented on the last video, hey, I like your mask. And I realized I never pointed out she made this mask. This thing is fantastic. It's got a drawstring in the back. Doesn't pull on your ears like so many of them. I was having trouble with some of these masks, and this one is fantastic. So check out Noelle, farm girl scavenger, on Instagram. She's got lots of designs of these. I, of course, had to get the Mountain Dew, but she is fantastic. I will try and remember. I'll put a link to her Instagram down underneath in the description of this. Her masks are really, really good. So, Noelle, I love it. Let's jump into what sold. Now, over the last couple days, actually hasn't been a ton. Today, I think we're up at 5 right now that I've got to package up after I'm done with this. A pretty good day, actually, and some really, really nice sales. So it has definitely slowed down from what we were seeing at the end of last week. But that's eBay. It's up and down. And like I said, today, we've had really good sales. The first thing that sold after we did our what solds on Monday, we sold this vintage Popple. Popples sell. These ones, it was a little bit larger. There are smaller versions. They sell as well. Now, this guy was missing. It's got like a little puffball on the end of his tail. It was missing a little puffball. So I had to price it down a little bit, but these things sell very, very well. They're from the 80s, I believe. I vaguely remember them. This one tucked into a soccer ball. I've got one other Popple. I paid $5 a piece for them, and this one sold for $17.49 plus shipping. This Dark Shadows DVD, this was one of the ones I picked up at the Toys for Tot sale. Got all these DVDs, a lot of them sealed for $1. And I actually sent out an offer. I think it was like, this was right around $15, I think. I sent out an offer of 5% off whatever, whatever that was, because it was like $14.97 or $98, whatever it was. And they countered with $13.90. I don't know. It's a weird offer, weird price, but whatever. That's still fine. I paid $1 for it. $13.90 plus. They also paid media mail shipping on top. This U.S. Army Cavalry Armored Division set of pins, badges. This would have been, this was, I guess, new, unused. It never went on a uniform. Picked this up actually this last weekend. You haven't seen that garage sale video yet. I got a whole bunch of manuals and other stuff from this guy. He was in the Guard. And this was picked up by Keith. Our good buddy Keith was back in the store. He said he keeps finding neat treasures, so he has to keep buying them. And this one definitely was neat. Pretty rare to find these. I don't think there are any others listed that were more than a single pin, and none others that were still in the packaging, never actually used. So this is definitely a cool piece. I bought this, I don't know, we kind of bundled some stuff up together. I think I'm about 50 cents or $1 into these, and Keith paid $16.98 for that. And he also then swung in and got another pin that I picked up from this guy. It was a combat infantryman badge. This would have gone on a dress uniform. This also, it wasn't sealed, but it was also unused. It was still a new pin. And he paid for that $3.99 and paid for shipping for both of those. Keith, thank you, man. It's always, I always smile when something sells and it's like, you know what, Keith found another treasure. And I'm excited to keep finding stuff. And it's cool that we clearly share some of the same interests. And so it's neat when you find things that I like. These Levi's 501 XX, these were $34.30, as I recall. These actually a pair of jeans that my mom and dad picked up. You remember, you look back and we have picked up some of their inventory and we're selling it for them. Dad likes picking. Mom is pretty good at picking. They just don't have the time to do the selling. So I've got a bunch of their inventory as I can. I'm listing it. I actually listed these last night, and they sold this morning. We went back and forth with some offers and settled at $28 plus shipping. These a pair of jeans, guys, if you don't know, you can save because they're going to weigh, typical jeans are going to weigh about 2 pounds, maybe a little bit more depending on the size and style. But you can fit them in a padded flat rate envelope. So depending on your discount level, I'm going to pay, I think it's now with the increase, it was $7.33. The increase this year, I think it's $7.52 now that I pay for a padded flat rate. So that's what we're going to do with that, is stick them in a PFRE. So mom and dad, you guys got a few more bucks coming your way. We're splitting those profits down the middle after fees and taxes and all that sort of thing. This Polaroid iZone pocket camera, I picked this up three months ago, maybe. It was this summer. It's right at the front end of garage sale season, maybe 2 months ago. I'm not sure. I paid $3 or $4 for this, and it sold for $24.49 plus shipping. These are pretty good little sellers. I was surprised it lasted as long as it did, but I was pretty confident that at some point it was going to sell. So this was a nice one to move out. This Harley t-shirt, this from Beartooth Harley Davidson in Billings, Montana. I actually picked this up a couple weeks ago when we were in Billings, one of our couple garage sales that we stopped at. This was the one where I saw the guy had a Harley parking sign in his garage. There was a bike covered up. And so I said, hey, you don't have any Harley stuff that you're selling, do you? No, I don't think so. And his wife says, well, you've got all those shirts you don't wear. None of them were like old vintage, 3D emblem, anything like that. But he brought out some Harley Davidson and motorcycle shirts. First time I'd really ever asked for something of, you don't have this, and somebody said, yeah, I do, and brought it out. It doesn't happen often, but in this case, it worked. I saw what he had, what he was interested in. Turned out he had some shirts he wasn't wearing. And a couple of them were new. And he brought out 6, 7, 8 shirts. I don't even remember at this point. And asked him what he wanted for them. He threw out 20. I said, you know what? I'd be good at giving you 15 to just buy the whole thing. And so I don't know what we're in. We're maybe in $3 a piece or something, whatever the math works out to. We're not into these very much. But this one sold for $16.99 plus shipping. And that's not the only one. We have a better one coming up. But first, this one was from this weekend. It was actually the same sale that we picked up those pins that Keith picked up. It was a different lady. It was a multi-family sale, but we got it at the same place. I actually picked this up thinking it would be a good Christmas gift, fourth quarter. Moved way quicker than I thought it would. This was new, sealed,
Nerf mini sports pack. It just had 3 mini Nerf balls in it. And the lady asked for $2. I paid the $2. And now somebody's giving me $16.99 plus shipping for me to send it to them. And the last thing in our What Sold, this West Coast Chopper. This is Jesse James. That's his shop. I don't know why, but this shirt is pretty rare. The only ones selling it were international, and they were selling it for high, and they had multiples, and they were selling in volume. I could see that many had sold. So I figured I could price just under them, and relatively quickly somebody in the U.S. would at least send me an offer. Somebody just bought it outright. So for this shirt, again, $3 or $4, something like that, into that, $38.49 plus shipping. $38 for a t-shirt, guys. That's not bad. This is not even necessarily an old t-shirt, just a long sleeve. Now, this is new. He didn't wear it. It's new without tags. He did have another one. He says, you know what? I had one that was autographed. I just can't find it. That one, I don't know, but I got to think, if it was autographed by Jesse James on a West Coast Chopper shirt, I was so bummed when he said he couldn't find that one. I was bummed. That would have been a really, really good one. But you know what? We made good money off of this. We've sold a couple of other things that we got from that sale as well. So that's a pretty good Wednesday. Most of that happened today. So that's what we've sold. And now for part 3, let's check out the Illuminati cards.
Okay, guys, so you've seen Chris, the Cajun Reseller. If you haven't, you need to watch him. He's putting out great videos. One of these days, he's going to be on my live. He's been selling some of these. He found some of these used. I think they were used, basically loose, I guess, at his thrift store. He got a whole bunch of them. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, right? Like, let's see what happens. I actually found a pack on sale and got a good deal. The auction was ending at a bad hour in the morning, so I was able to swoop in and get this for pretty cheap. This is an unopened booster pack of these Illuminati cards from like 1994. There it is, 94, 95. Some of these cards are worth pretty good money, so let's see what's in here. Okay, so I know absolutely nothing about these cards. What I'll do is I'll go through and we'll show you what they are. I'll see what they are, and then I'll look them up. We'll come back and see if any of them are worth any money. So there's the back of them. What do we got here? All right, that looks like a basic card, probably not worth anything. Okay, we got a Murphy's Law card. We got foiled Red Scare. What's this one? Elvis? Is Elvis worth something? Hidden Influence. Xanadu. That says that's unique, so I'm thinking that's something. Look, we got George Bush. Video games. MTV. MTV, yeah, I got it. There's Japan. Privatization. There's actually quite a few cards in here. Don't forget to smash the stick. What do we got on this one? Pimbo had 11. Okay. Voodoo Economics and Whispering Campaign. So, are those worth any money at all? Anybody? Let's see. So far, no real winners, but at least this one, I mean, $3.50 plus shipping. So, oh, see, there's our next one. Video games, $2.25 plus shipping. But look at this. See, this is what we were shooting for, was something like this. Like, look at this guy, this rare card. This one went for 38 with 8 bids, but look, it went for 60 with 14 bids. These, I mean, some of these can go really, really high. That's what I was hoping for. I don't know if we got them. Let's keep looking. Okay, here we go. See, I got one in there. So $10.50 with the bid and $10 plus 99 cents shipping. That is that. So apparently we got a $10 card. That ain't bad. This one might be okay. There's actually no U.S. listings, but there's one in Canada. $7.43 plus shipping. So That one's okay. It's getting better. We found another one. Elvis. This particular Elvis looks like it sold for $17.57 plus shipping from France. This one they put for auction, didn't go for high, so I think we will do a buy it now, but looks like we got another decent card. All right, so here's our 4 okay cards. Elvis, pretty good. I think Xanadu in Japan, Hidden Influence, what was that, like a $10 card? All in, we're about 16 bucks. So, you know, we're not going to get rich off of this, but I think we'll make our money back off of Hidden Influence and Elvis. Japan and Xanadu will be some profit, and then our stack over here, you know, we'll just lot these up, and that'll be a little bit more profit. So we're going to make a little bit of money on this, not much, but it was fun.
There's a look at the Illuminati cards. We're not getting rich off those things, but if you find the right ones, I think you can. Not rich, but you can make some really, really good money. Chris, Cajun Reseller, he's making really, really good money off of his find. So keep an eye out for these cards. I'd never heard of them. But you know what? That's the benefit of watching videos, hopefully like this, but watching other resellers. I'd never heard of them before. Saw Chris's videos about him picking them up, him selling them, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find some. I found some, I sold some, I made some money. So, Chris, thank you very much. We are 1 card away from being in the money on those, and we're going to make a few bucks. So, thank you for letting me know about something else that I can find, that I can add to my toolbox to potentially make some money. That's what I've got for you guys. I sure appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't, subscribe down below. We just pushed past 1.2K. I've been watching that number creep up, and we actually we added some subscriptions lately. So for those new subscribers, thank you very much. And for the older subscribers, I appreciate you as well. Thanks for sticking around with me as we learn and get better doing these videos. If there's anything you want to see, anything you want to know, let me know. We are going to take a tour of my eBay mountain here pretty soon. I've got a couple more things that I want to clean up and get organized before we do that. But it's in really nice shape. Mountain Mama helped me organize this thing over the last week, and I am I'm in love with the new setup here. It's still got some tweaks, but I think it's going to be really, really good. So that's coming up. But anything else, you know, let me know. I want to give you the information that you want to get. So hit the thumbs up on your way out. I would sure appreciate that. Subscribe, hit the bell. That'll let you know when we put new stuff up. And that's all I got for you today, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks.